I'm going live now. Hello, everybody. It's Tech Stack here with Fiery.
Hey, everyone.
So, I would say it's maybe 50-50 on whether or not the troops should be behaving like this. I posted a video about how we can switch whether or not they collide with each other. Hey, Space Engineers. Hey, Spooderman. And it seems split. I think CZ's not in favor of it. I think you're in favor of it. I'm in favor of it. One of the comments was not in favor of it and probably has the best suggestion, which is, just make it a config. But the problem with configs then is that changes these structures, right? Part of the reason I was trying to get this to work is because in this form, they can go right up this staircase without problem because they all walk through the door and don't get stuck, right? With the other method, they don't. They get stuck on the door. They get pushing matches, basically, as who goes up the stairs. And they're not going upstairs right now because I changed this one slightly. Like, pop that, they'll go up. Also, guys, I've changed my rendering settings a little bit, so let me know if it looks better or worse. I thought the colors were kind of washed out when I watched my own video earlier. That's why I tried changing. I don't know. These guys, to me, they look amazing. Walking in a wave like that. And then lining up in a perfect square now. They're not a perfect square because these guys are stuck here. There we go. Get them off here. So you can still push them. They can push you, but they can't push each other. The way this is set up. In fact, if I were to get them to all stand on a single block, like they came out of the barracks, they give one heck of a push. Oops, that was not the right barracks. So let's do this. Let's change that block to something different so I know which block it is. Make a barrack there and a barrack there. So both of those barracks try to put their rally point to that same spot. So we'll get guys twice as fast this way, basically. And buy as many minions as I can. And this is the bug that is the only thing that super concerns me right now. Is they will all stand in one spot. Oh. Really? Can I buy like one minion? Oh, I bought farms instead. That's what's wrong. Ignore that. You see nothing. I'm not placing down a bunch of town halls. Okay. No cheating here. Oh, I've got barracks somewhere else in the world that are eating these up. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. I forgot I had these over here. Seems like every couple days I need to just reset the entire world because it's so.
You really should. I mean, just.
Yeah. Well, it's good and bad, right? So like I have to deal with things like this where those were making the units, but also it lets me find bugs I wouldn't find other ways. I wouldn't know that, you know, I could have 1,000 units on the screen like that one time because all of them were happening at spawn. I'm like, this is taking forever to spawn units. And it's just, there's millions of them back at spawn. So that's what I'm talking about. We got a bunch of them going on right there. And if I were to come over and bump that, they shove me back. That's not too bad yet. Fiery was asking what happens if we try and select one. Yeah, it still only selects one. I could select a second one in there, just because grab his arm kind of thing. And then if we go to move them, they move out just fine. And let's say we had a rally point set for our archers, our minions, we bought some pikemen, etc. It's going to be hard to split them up coming out of the rally point. You can't select just one. But all you have to do is come up here, hit H, grab everybody, and say, go over here now. And they've spread out, right? And you can select them.
See, I don't see a problem with any of this.
It's a realism, one person said, right? It's not realistic that they can walk through each other. And I get that. It's not.
Yeah, well, if that person had seen them trying to push each other off of the walls the other day, they'd probably be singing a different tune.
Right. See, like that. I just sent my troops through these troops completely. That is one thing that will change the dynamic of how we playtest. Is I can technically send my forces clean through your forces without engaging yours if I'm using the retreat wand, right? Because they can just clip through each other. Now yours will be attacking mine when I'm doing that, so like, why would I want to? But I could. Just run right through your guys.
And there's no way you could make it so that they can't just go through the enemy ones?
Let me check real quick. No, because it doesn't tell me what's trying to push it. It just says, can it be pushed, yes or no?
Is there any way to add can be pushed by red, yellow, blue, if color is the other one?
But that's the thing. I don't know what the other thing is. It's just, it's where it's being used at. I'd have to try and intercept that and use it. Code there instead. So get entity collision. Entity predicates. I don't even know where that's being called from. Pushable by. There's a predicate there. There's this call hierarchy. I think it's something we need to check. There is some team checks in here I'm seeing. It's getting the teams. Wait, can I change it with the rules inside Minecraft? Team. Modify. Blue. Collision rule. Push other teams. True. No. Collision rule for blue is now push other teams. Sorry, you're a genius.
There we go. Now nobody has any room to complain.
Well, there's other stuff still there, right? When they spawn, they're still going to go in one block. That's still an issue. Can I fix it? Probably. Do I care to? I don't think it's that big of an issue.
I don't think so either.
Because all I need to do is grab the entities that are at the spot that you're trying to push it to and set them to a formation. I've already got that code. It's just, do we really want it to, every time another guy comes out, boom, into that area, the whole formation readjust? I don't think so. Because I see this as, this is making the formations tight like I want them to be. But also, it's fixing a lag problem. When entities push each other in Minecraft, it causes lag like crazy. So let's get these guys moving there. Let's go in this mode. rid of all my selections. Oh, and the bounty boxes. See, like, they will run in a straight line right for that thing, and it's so cool now. And they kind of went wonky there because it was crooked, but if these were true straight lines, they would be right on. Now, what does look a little funny is when they attack, right? So if I attack this pig, they basically form a snake of guys trying to get to the same spot. Because they're not pushing against each other.
Try attacking a building.
I can't, but I can spawn a target. I can't attack the building because they're all mine. Is that what you wanted to see?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, every single one of them are gonna be attacking that thing.
Uh-huh. Which they all try to now, it's just that 90% of them can't. Right? Because they can't walk up to it because of each other being in the way. You don't sound like you like that one.
Yeah,
It's not that they're gonna... We need another test there, yeah. They're not gonna attack each other any faster because the target block has a limit of how fast it can be attacked.
Okay. Well, that's kind of what I was worried about, is the fact, okay, now that everybody can line up into one block, are they going to be able to insta-kill a wall?
Right.
Because everybody hits it. If they can't insta-kill a wall, I'll be fine with it.
These formations still off. I must have some selected back here. Yeah, they're trapped inside the building. Those two guys are causing my formation to be ugly. Okay, so we'll just select just these guys then. Okay, now everybody's in their proper spots, and now we march as one single unit, basically. Let's see if I can outpace them here. Get them to go down here. And if I stand still, they'll walk right past me. That's what I've wanted since the beginning. A mass of troops that don't... Like, they march as one thing when they're not trying to change their position. Like, if I go over one block, they'll all shift, right?
Right.
Like there at the end, they all shifted together. To me, this is behaving like a group of troops would.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks better. Should bust out the horsemen and see what it looks like with them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've only been testing with these guys. So let's do that. So Eagle, I take it you're in favor of this method?
You didn't have to murder them.
Yeah, I did. I won't be extra laggy for nothing. We're gonna have plenty of pony power in a minute. Stables. Okay, 2 that way. 2 this way. You still think the potion to the player would help a lot a little bit. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You mean the speed? That's something completely unrelated to speed. Just got a message from my wife that my daughter just remembered she has a bunch of homework to do. Cool. Nothing like waiting till Sunday night. Yeah.
Oh, don't feel bad. My daughter does the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so the horses are piling up in one spot. Okay, there you go. Hey, Blowstone. Come here, cow. Okay, I know how to deal with the cow. Die, cow. Oh.
I was gonna say, why are you dealing with that cow yourself? You have like 1,000,000 troops sitting around.
Right. Their formations are pretty cool too. Like, I love that you can just like walk down them and you can see the columns and rows. Well, maybe not so much with these guys because there's no gap between them, but their heads are all lined up. That never happened before.
Yeah, they definitely look a lot cleaner.
So let's get these guys going. Buy a few more while I'm here, I guess. I don't have much gold, so I can't buy time.
What, you can't drop like 5 more, 6 more?
I could.
Or you'd be even cheatier and just put gold down and put mines on top of it.
No, this works because then I get all the resources. I'm gonna go from 31, yeah. Gives me 14 every 10 seconds. Okay, boys, let's go out for a run. I don't know what else to do. It's fine. This is fine to me.
Yeah, I really think it's just fine. I mean, really. Although neither of us are the proponents against it, so.
Right. Now, the person has a valid point. It's literally a true or false, so adding it to a config is easy. My only concern with it, though, is if we leave it so that it's an option to turn off, then they're gonna get stuck on some of the buildings. Like the steps building. Where is it? The wall steps?
Yeah, but we know we need to fix that wall. We just never fixed it.
But, like, they won't even get in a door the other way. Right?
Yeah.
Because they'll be pushing against each other.
Yeah, I had that major problem yesterday. They just...
Now, I mean, look at them. They're all in here instantly and filled up the whole building. They're all over it.
Huh.
And then I say get out, and they all just get out. No problems. A couple of them jumped, though. I need a way of checking to say, should I jump off? And I don't know how to accomplish that yet. Like how that's determined.
You need a lemming clause.
Yeah. Because if I could stop that, like, sure, jump from 2, jump from 3, jump from 4 starts to get iffy because you're going to start taking damage, right? I've also considered disabling their head look so they don't look around like they do. Just so like they're always straight at attention, right?
Yeah, but then they're gonna look dead.
Yeah, exactly. There's no life to them then.
Yeah, I'm fine with them looking around.
It's not as bad with the horses because the horse, like, they'll only go a little bit and look. With the other guys, they'll spin
I don't think
too.
we ever checked. Is there left-handed horse guys?
Good question. Not seeing one here. But they were so rare the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any.
Okay. You're saying there is a left-handed one here?
No, I said there isn't.
No, Spooderman thinks he sees one, I think. Or is that a question? I don't see one here, Spooderman. There last night there was a left-handed pikeman.
And an archer.
Yeah, and an archer. Right, right.
Yeah, tech officially created life.
There's my staples. Like, where'd they go? I think there just is a random chance of left-handedness on mobs. We only picked up on it because the pike was in the wrong position, wrong rotation for it. And I still haven't fixed that, by the way. He was holding it super weird.
Yeah, looked like he was trying out for Minecraftian Idol.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A rock star. Okay, that's all of the units I can do right now. 72 of them. And I don't know about you, but I've observed when I have a large group of units, probably larger than this, but when there was a large group of units and I'd first give them a move command, there would be an occasional lag spike.
Yeah, I actually helped notice that one a while ago. He was gonna use it as a tactic, in fact.
Yeah. And when I did, I think it was this. Yeah, this. If I were to click, you'll see that red spike when I clicked. Over here on this right chart. Come on. Keep that on the screen without all the clutter, though.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's the AI calculating probably where it should move to and all that. Which is okay. But when you do this, you know, hold down the button, it causes more lag. Or if you give them a move command that's super far away, the lag's more extreme. Because it's trying to pathfind further and it has to do more work to get there.
Wow.
But if it's close by, it's fine. And that big spike was me holding the button down, so something you shouldn't do, right? So if I right-clicked real far away, there's a small one-time spike. Which isn't going to make anybody even notice. It's just when you hold it down and spam it far away. Imagine if I get far enough away, they're like going to disappear altogether because they're no longer loaded in the game. And as soon as they get loaded again, there we go. The graph, hold Alt and then push F3. If you do Shift and F3, you get a pie chart instead.
Is that in Minecraft?
Yeah, it's Minecraft. So on the F3 screen, it says down here at the bottom, debug pie, Shift, hidden FPS, Alt.
Huh.
That's what it means, is hold down Alt and F3 or Shift and F3. So guys, kill that guy. Hey, thank you for the sub. Sanjux. Sanjux. Okay. Now I'm going to show something else off that is really, really early here. Summon. Oops. RTS. Trebuchet. It's got a bit of a stupid AI to it now. It might be up too high, I don't know. Probably can't see these things. We push it over. Ah, we can't push it. Ha ha! It's backfired horribly on me. There. Okay, they can see him, but he's not trying to kill them yet. Dang it. There he goes. He shut out fireballs. So, super early. I'm just seeing, can I spawn a fireball? I can. It's derpy though. What do we do next, Fire? Do we try and add armored units?
Oh boy.
Like minions with their own gear?
That's going to introduce the tech tree then.
Well, I could have them in the game and not put the tech tree in yet.
Well, I'm saying
To do it right, yeah, we need tech tree.
That's becoming the logical next step is the tech tree.
True. But we don't even know what should be on the tech tree, right? Like, or what it should look like. Not like visually on the screen, but like what are the things we would research? So we would have to design all that out too. Not that that's bad.
Honestly, I think the first thing on the tech tree first three things on the tech tree should be Archer, Lancer, and Pikeman. Have it be the only thing that you can spawn in troop-wise at the beginning being minion.
Okay, so I get what you're going for. If I were to look at this as an example, right? So this is the advancement screen in Minecraft. You've got where you start, and then you've got three, I guess case 4, different branches off of that you can choose from. Is that what you're talking about, where it's a branched thing where you can pick archers, you can pick lancers, yes, or you can pick pikemen?
Yes.
And there's no interdependency among them. You can do any of them. And once you do archers, you could come down and do pikemen. But once you unlock archers, it could unlock something else behind it, like crossbowmen.
Right.
No idea which pixel you're talking about, man. Spooderman's saying something's annoying in the command scepter. So if we did a tech tree like that, it's not symmetrical.
Oh, go back to the blue one. I see which one he's talking about.
This
Go to
here?
the retreat one.
I know this is like super delayed, but this one here is what you guys talking about?
If you look at it, the dark gray doesn't go around like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for pointing it out, guys. Now I'll never unsee it. It very well might not be symmetrical because of lighting, though. Like, typically you choose a side that's dark and a side that's lighter. Trying to think through how the data structure should look for yeah, whatever we were just talking about, tech tree. So let's see, let me see, get some drawing space here. Was all no. New. Really? Image size. 1080. That's what I want there. So if I were to draw, say, a starting one, it could have multiples that it unlocks. Okay, Spiderman. That's not what I want. And let's get a black color, please. Those could go there, and that could go to there, and that could go to there. But then we also might have a situation where we want another tech tree altogether. Has two requirements. Needs both this and this unlocked. So we could create an object that is a, how do I do this? What's the verb or noun, whatever we want to call these? Is it research? Technologies? Technology, probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really a technology. It's more. It would be more research.
Okay, so one research could have one or more prerequisites that would also be research, right?
Right. Like, I was honestly thinking for those armored troops, you were just trying to get into the game. It could be you have to have the minion one, which is always unlocked or unlocked from the beginning, and something else. Like, say, maybe make an armored tab, you know, so that they can be spawned with armor.
So the armor stuff, here's what I was initially thinking. You would have a research that would let you unlock an armory. You place down an armory, and then you can then allow you to recruit things with armor. And maybe it's a armory 2, not the building, but like advanced armor as a research that then lets you do diamond armor. So I'm thinking iron and diamond both.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So we would need a building. We would need the researches, both of them.
Another building.
Yeah, it's another 4 buildings. Another 8. Yeah. Another 8 if you think about the destroyed state too. But
12 if you think about the destroyed states.
If you do the half destroyed, yeah. Not everything has to have a half destroyed. Everything has to have a full and a 0. Like full health and then destroyed. And the destroyed is just put a bunch of rubble on the ground, so it's no big deal. Just make it the right blocks. But the full is the annoying one. Yeah. But I think it's good, because if I destroy your armory, it knocks you out of being able to recruit those units then. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, a tech tree, something you unlock in a tech tree, I can't take that away from you. Because you've got it unlocked, you know how to do it, you can do it. What if it's a building that you have to do something, like a siege workshop or a stables? I kill your stables, you can't recruit lancers anymore. Right. I kill your armory and you can't recruit knights until you build another one. Which probably isn't a big deal, but if you're under attack and don't have money, then it is.
At that rate, we should really split the lancers off of the pikemen off of the regular barracks then.
What's that?
Because as of right now, then they're going to be the only one on the tech tree that you have to unlock that can be built from a normal barracks or from a building that is not its own.
But the armory is not going to recruit the troops. They'll still spit out of the barracks.
I'm saying though, when you go to train the horse guys or the lancers, you have to do it from a stables. When you go to train archers, you have to do it from an archery thing. Okay, these are all buildings that you can destroy and potentially take away their ability to make them.
Yeah.
So you can.
So I fully expect to have other units come out of the archery range and stables. For example, I think it makes sense to have an armored knight or lancer.
Yeah.
And I fully expect it makes sense to have a crossbowman at a minimum. Maybe a armored crossbowman even, right? So he has more, or an archer with armor. I just...
Yeah, I'm just overthinking things.
I get what you're going for, I think. You're saying, like, by killing the armory, we could stop somebody from making knights, which I'm thinking just the iron armor, right? But then you can't stop somebody from making a pike. But you can't stop somebody from making a minion, and you can't stop someone from making a archer unless you kill the building itself that they're coming out of. Right. Which is just kill the barracks, right? For the pike. Yes, if you kill the barracks, it takes out pikemen and minions. But it could also take out archers and crossbowmen, or lancers and mounted knights, or whatever you'll call them. I don't know. So let me try and zero in on what the research tech tree classes should look like. I think there needs to be a single object that represents one tech tree or research node. That single research node could have one or many prerequisites that are also research nodes. So basically we need a list of research nodes. So it's going to point back to itself with another list of research. That'll be called prereqs. Okay. So then that also means
make them have to research advanced construction techniques or something to even unlock the ability to unlock Archer and the other things.
We can put as many nodes as we need to put in, I think. It's just, what do those nodes do? That's what I'm trying to think through next in my head, is how does that class look? So we've got the prerequisites. It's also going to need a list, or not a list, is research, basically. Researched. Like, is it unlocked? Is unlocked. There we go. And maybe by team. There needs to be something that says, is this research unlocked for this team? And that's what's going to trip me up, because should each team get its own instance of these? Probably. Should we have a registry of these? Probably. I think it's a name, so the name of the research. A display name. An internal name. Or ID.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So let's start making this class, because I think that's probably my best bet right now. So let's under utilities, let's create another subclass or subpackage. Data. And in this data, come on. In this data, we're going to create a new class. And this class is going to be called research. And this research class is going to have, we're making public for now. We might make these back to private later. Public boolean is unlocked. We're going to have a public list of researches. That is going to be called prerequisites. Prereq. Put an S on it. Then public string display name. Come on. Then I'm thinking we have a mod research class that holds all of the researches. This is what a single research looks like, but this class is going to hold them all. So mod research. So one, there we go. Name ID. How so? Guess we create them 4 times, one for each team. It's not the end of the world. We could reference them by a, yeah, okay. Let's do that. So create a constructor, I guess. Yeah, let's create a constructor this way. Source. Generate constructor from fields. Select all the fields. Boom, done. Then in mod research, we can say, I think Fiery said archery is one. So we're gonna have a research archery. That'll be a new public research archery equals new research. And let's do a save on this. So this pulls this in. If you want. Import it, sir. There we go. So now we can do research like that. Is it unlocked? False. Does it have prerequisites? Null. Or a new array list of type research. Yeah, perfect. And then its display name is going to be archery. Okay, we'll probably come back to this when we add some other things like icons and things like that, possibly. So that'll be the first research we've got to deal with. And then we can create the public static hash map. Yellow. No, I see. I don't want to have to give it a team in here. That's the thing. So I'm hesitant on what actually stores it for each of the teams. So we need 4 of these basically. So 4 archery ranges, right? Because one team could have it researched but not the other. So do we tie these researches to a team class somehow? So we have 4 teams. The team info here is referenced here. That's all of our info for a team, right? So what their resources are. That's an interesting one. It's probably our best bet. It also contains the number of town halls, mine sites, farms, lumber yards, etc. that they have. So if we do get town halls, yeah. So on server tick event, that's determining how many. The heck, where's that even declared at? Emerald Mine Site? Oh, they're not all together. Okay, let's make those together. I was thinking that they weren't even part of the class. So we could have a research container here, maybe? Let's try that. So,
I'm back.
a Bach.
I said I'm back, not Bach.
I back Bach.
I'm no musician.
So this is going to contain all of the researches. So do we have a mod research? Private mod researches. Research. So if I look at this now, type hierarchy. Okay. It's not what I wanted. I want a class hierarchy, but it's not going to have one. Equals new mod research. So then if I wanted to see if a specific research was unlocked, we say team info dot research dot archery dot is unlocked. That's simple enough. Okay. Because we can figure out which team it is from that team info class. Okay. So you said archery was one fire. What's another one? Pikeman?
Pikemen, Lancers.
Okay. Those are all base ones,
Lock
right?
behind research.
But they're all base ones that you can't... There's no prerequisites. Right?
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, I don't think you should need
anything else.
other than whatever the first thing is that they're going to be researching off of.
Right. Mod research, fine. So. Okay. And we really don't have anything behind those. Not yet, at least.
Well, it's because we're
Trying to
working
build it
on
out.
things that's going to be behind those.
Right.
If you wanted to be trolly, you could lock walls behind a research.
What though?
Advanced building techniques.
Can we just call it construction?
Well, I was going to say advanced building techniques because then you could make a double research to unlock the archer and lancer building. Have it be in there as well. So that they have to unlock the advanced building techniques and the particular unit they're trying to create.
I'm not sure I'm sold on that. The reason being that makes it so that we have to do a lot of work.
Okay,
so,
that's fine.
From a play point standpoint, right? We have to. So the early game right now is still running around to gather your economy. There's no battle for 20 minutes, right? So how can we not make that worse? There it is. You probably need a description too, don't they? You're gonna come back and add that though. Okay, so what's behind anything? So I can just do an example of behind, like crossbowmen. Do we set up a research for minions and just have it automatically unlocked? Or foot soldiers? It's like, I've been using minions just because that's what I thought they were, but they're actually foot soldiers, right?
They would be considered conscripts.
I said foot soldiers.
Yeah, foot soldiers would be fine.
Or just soldiers. And we'll automatically have it be unlocked to begin with. And then that means that all these get behind that then. Pre-rec. Need a constructor for this. Public void that. And that's where the meat of all this goes. Love it to have it all in one line like that, but I don't think it's going to work out because we need to have the constructor. Because we need to use these in the next line. So pre-rec is a list of research and it equals this new array research like that. Import this once it lets me. Private that. Come on, Clips, catch up to me. Here we go.
It's like, I'm doing things.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so then we'll do this here. Here, here, here. And then anytime we want to add a new prereq or something, so prereq dot add soldiers as a prereq to archery. And add it for pikemen and add it for lancers, but not for advanced buildings. You know, I'm gonna do it anyway just so we have something to root everything. There we go, that makes the code all nice and tidy. And then this prereq word should be here on all these. Okay. So now I can go into, let's say, the mounted, no, my GUI for the recruitment of troops. Wherever that is at. And we can leave all the buttons on the screen, I guess, but just disable them if we don't have the resources or the research required. That's probably best. But I might have to leave right here, guys. I hear my wife is home. She's calling with groceries. She's gonna need a hand getting stuff in the house. So I'm gonna take a small break. I might come back and stream some more, but I need to step away. So I'll catch you guys after that.